Hey guys, I'm Daryl and thanks for watching Art of Contact here in Prince Rupert, BC. The date today is October 14th, 2019, and today we are going to look at footwork theory. In reviewing a video I did a little while ago on footwork, I realized I left out something really important, and that's the idea of footwork failure. Quite simply, your footwork doesn't always work, and there's a number of reasons for this, but there's three that have kind of stood out in my personal training, and I wanted to cover those today. The first reason is response time, or timing. Chances are someone who wants to hurt you is avoiding a fair fight and will attack when you're not looking, when you're cornered, when you're alone, and perhaps they'll also attack you with some kind of weapon or leverage tool. It's possible to already be knocked in the head, struck by a blunt instrument, bottled, or even stabbed before realizing you're in a fight. In a best case scenario, you'll just be knocked off balance, and from that point of instability, you only have one aggressor to deal with. Unfortunately, you could also be dazed from head trauma, have direct injury to the legs by edged or impact weapons, and have blood loss to contend with while raising a defense. Even falling to the ground or attempting to flee can result in leg and foot injuries. Though all of these things can happen at any point in a fight, they can also happen before knowing you're in a fight. And if that's the case, your footwork is not going to serve you as it has in the controlled environment of a training ground. The second reason you might find yourself in footwork failure is due to the working environment or the space that you're in. When raising a defense against an unexpected attack, we could find ourselves anywhere, between parked cars, between barricades and crowds of people, elevators, stairwells, restrooms, the list is endless. In these cases, footwork that changes angles or involves larger movement might not be available to you. This doesn't mean that you're no longer on your feet, but that you must respond from the position in which you find yourself as opposed to the stance you'd rather be in. Again, this is very different from the controlled environments of training grounds. And the final reason is surface conditions. Based on any type of environment, what kind of things are risky on the ground? Well, we could be anywhere. We could have to deal with blood, urine, feces, needles, oil, glass, rocks, curbs, water, ice, chemicals. It could be anything really. Flooring in paved areas can be grooved by design or have cracks or rough surfaces. Grass can be wet and highly slippery. Walking trails can have compact gravel on an inclined surface. All these things aren't just undesirable when fighting on the ground, but are contributing factors to footwork failure that actually takes you to the ground. So in many of the above conditions, we might not have the ability to stay on the balls of our feet, make rapid directional changes, or slide our feet along the surface to maintain contact with the ground, as some disciplines like to do. Both slip and grip are variables. At the end of the day, footwork is so important, and I think it should always be practiced in collaboration with other combat principles. But at the same time, it's easy to find ourselves in situations where footwork capacity is taken from us through no fault of our own, and in those moments it's important to still have a response plan in mind. Please comment if you have further contributions to make on footwork theory, and also like, subscribe, and share if you've enjoyed this discussion. Thanks guys.